Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are with Rythan here. No, I said Rythan. I was going to say Rye, but then I would decided to go for your full name. You'd have stuck with what I was originally going to do. We have you with Noid 2, and there is a bid war for this. And the winner for the game's character selection or choice is Noid.
Very nice. That is the best character. Also, probably the most boring one, but I'm boring, so I like it the most. Uh, yeah, I mean, not much more to say. Yonoi 2 Game of a Year edition. Doesn't specify what year, just any year. Uh, could be, uh, could be all the years, actually. Uh, anyway, yeah, we're just gonna pick the basic Noid and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm gonna show off this cutscene at the start. Normally in runs we skip it, but since I'm showing it off in a marathon, I feel like there's some important lore about the Noid that should really be shown off. So, yeah, here you go. This is basically all you need to know about the story. Yep. So, the Noid is all about delivering that sweet, sweet revenge. Um, okay. Very cool. Uh, so, this category is all stages, which, as you may be able to guess, we're gonna complete all the stages. This is the first one. This is New York. It is based on the NES game. Yeah, like it's pretty consistent usually because the water cycles are always the same. So should be getting a pretty consistent time out of here. And yeah, so normally in the game there is well, New York, there is the 3 like hub levels, and then there is the final one. And completing all of those. Okay, my randomly freezing. This is not good. I have no idea what's going on, but okay. We'll handle it. But yeah, so normally you're required to complete all of those levels to finish the game, but over the years we've actually found a way to skip the whole game. And while that is cool in a routing sense, it's far less interesting just to show off the run. So we're gonna be doing the main category. So we're in Noid Void, which is like the hub area, and now we're going into Swing Factory. So we're gonna be skipping half of this level. Normally there's a huge like factory segment over there, but we can do what's called a tether boost and just skip that entirely. So a tether boost is excuse me. A tether boost is when you tether onto something and then release and jump right after. And that gets you a bit more height, so that makes that jump possible. Okay. Good jump, Noid. And here we'll be doing what's called text storage. So here's Matey. We're gonna talk to him. And excuse me, jeez. I need to have a drink. Like right at the end of this level, which is coming up. But basically by talking to Matey and then dying, we get to retain a movement while dialogue is up. should be hopefully dying a bit less. So yeah, normally the game locks your movement while you're in a dialogue, but by dying and then like talking and then dying, we get to regain control. And now normally dialogue advances with jumping, but actually because of the Game of the Year re-release of the game, you can hold down the talk button and then jumping doesn't advance it. So I'm holding the interact button through all of this. And yes, the Noid can dab. That is gonna come into play later. But now I'm doing some flings here in Domino Dungeon to skip most of the level as well. This is basically a technique that lets me keep a lot of the momentum from a swing while past it. There we go. So here's another fling, and we're almost at the end of the level already. This is also, I should mention, this is probably the hardest level in the game. And I'm doing it with half my screen covered by text. So, yeah, that's good. Alright, that's already 2 out of the 3 main stages done. And we're gonna be coming up on the last one, and that's where we're gonna be using our text that we stored like a minute ago. So don't blink, because this is gonna go really quickly. So I'm gonna enter the pizza box. And we're now on the second to last line. I'm gonna advance it once when we load in to Royal SCM, and now I warped into the core. So that skips around a minute of walking, and is probably the second biggest text warp of the run, or of the game in general. The biggest one, obviously, done in any percent. So the way that works is whenever you finish a dialogue, the game puts you in a grounded state for 1 frame, even if you're not on the ground. Normally, if you end dialogue, you'd be on the ground, so that makes sense. But because we were able to carry the text into the air and then cancel it midair, some funky stuff happens. Basically, the way the game sort of remembers your position is by the last thing you stood on and your distance from the center of that thing to where you are right now. But if you go onto the grounded state midair, the game tries to put you on the ground like you should be, except it takes the sort of offset, the distance from the center from the object you last touched. Oh, that's a good grab. Thank you, Noid. So it takes the offset from the last thing you touched, but it applies it to the object you're above. Oh my god, I cannot platform. So basically it means I get to teleport either near a center of an object or like to a specific offset. So there I stood on the pizza box, which is a very tiny object. So I was very close to the center, and then I jumped above the level itself being one huge object. So I applied the tiny offset from the center to the whole level and just went right to the middle. So that was a very lengthy explanation of what happened there. Oh my god, please. Platforming is not going well today. And we're basically at the last area of the game already. This is the Void Core. Here's something called Dab Clip, which is horribly inconsistent, but I'll go for it because it's cool. So you can clip through this door if you dab and jump at the right time, with the right speed and the right angle. Come on, Noid. I believe in you. There we go. So yeah, that was Dab Clip. It used to be 100% consistent, and then they patched the game, and it's not consistent anymore. So that's cool. Here's a little momentum abuse. Or not really abuse, just maintaining it with bunny hops. And we're climbing to the last boss of the game, which you might know who it is, you might not. I'll not rush through the dialogue too much to, you know, not spoil the surprise. But it's a Mai Katsune. Did you get it? A Vocaloid? The jokes? Alright, so this is the mic fight. It has two phases. There's the attack phase where I throw dice at Mike, and there's the avoidance phase where I try to not get hit by the electric floor that zaps you. And Mike has 7 health, so after that we'll get some extra dialogue and then we'll be done. So I guess slowly but surely get ready on time. Throwing the dice can be quite tricky, but I think after years of running this game I've got it down pretty well. Also, yeah, this fight has good music. This whole game has pretty good music. You just don't get to hear it a lot because we've run through all the levels super quick. Alright, and that was the last hit. So we've got some dialogue, and on the last line, it will be time. And time. Little epilepsy warning also. Some flashing imagery. But yeah, that was Noid 2. I'm gonna skip through the credits a bit to the important part. But yeah, this was like a game jam game. So it was made in a month, which I think for a month of development, that's pretty good. Yeah. Special thanks. Thank you, Dominoes. And yeah, I guess that's it for me. I'll be doing another run tomorrow at like 6 a.m. or something. I cannot wait. Yeah, keep watching, keep donating, all that good stuff. Maybe you'll see me during the PvP Any% race. Who knows? We can hope.
We better
Yeah.
see you there.